Do you get nervous when your teacher asks you to read something out loud in front of the class? Or do you feel nervous when you're giving a speech in class and you feel like you're jittery and your voice is shaking and you feel like you just are nervous? Well, I'm going to inform you on how to speak publicly and be successful. And by publicly, I don't mean just in front of a classroom. Publicly, I mean by speaking in front of hundreds, maybe even hundreds of people, like at a ceremony, a commencement, maybe a dinner, a restaurant, or something like that. The first step is preparation. I can't stress that enough. If you want to be successful while a whole bunch of people are watching, you must prepare. You must put the time in. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. If you don't put the adequate amount of time into something, it is bound that you won't be successful at it. So you must prepare, and prepare in order for you to be successful in front of a whole bunch of people. Preparation is key. You must go over it, over and over again. And your voice must project. You must speak like you're the only person in the room. Just forget about the people and just speak like you're literally the only person in the room. And when you hear yourself talking, most people like to hear themselves talk. So if your voice is projecting and you're speaking clearly and you sound literate, then you should be fine. You have to move very accordingly and you must stay poised. You can't think about, you are nervous deep down, but you can't tell yourself that you're nervous. You must just go about it as if you're speaking to anyone, you're speaking to one of your friends. That's how I think about it. I remember I was in elementary school in Washington, D.C., and the teacher wanted me to speak at our little mini graduation. And at first, I was nervous. I kind of didn't want to do it, but my parents just had me prepare, and speak loud, like in the house. Or she would sit down on the couch and watch me speak while I'm in the living room. And that helped a lot because I prepared for the occasion and I put the time in. And then that's when she told me to just think about it as if you're the only person in the room. Don't think about everybody else. Even though they're there, that doesn't really matter. Try to block out, all noises and you just have that tunnel vision just to stay focused. Before you speak, what helps me a lot is I just take a deep breath because it kind of calms my nerves as if I'm ready to just do anything that really doesn't really require a lot of thought. Taking a deep breath before you're about to do something and you're nervous, it really helps because it just kind of takes you off defense and it calms your nerves. And then that's what helps me succeed in public speaking. And also, I know that people don't like to hear illiterate people talk. So I try to speak as clearly as I can. I try to use proper grammar. I try to pause where I'm supposed to pause. And then I try not to just talk too fast so the audience doesn't know what I'm saying. Those just simple things like that help a lot and they help you become successful at public speaking. And people generally don't like public speaking, but I don't really mind it because I don't mind sharing what I know and things that I'm able to do with others. So public speaking, it isn't easy, and I know it's not the funnest thing, but those are things that you have to do in order to be successful because people want to know if you're literate. Being literate takes you a long way to get you good jobs, and I know I want to be successful in life, so this is just something that you have to do. But mainly staying poised is a good key in public speaking because staying poised, you don't really get nervous. You don't feel the pressure. You just it feel like it's just you and the speaker is really the ringleader. Everybody is paying attention to the speaker. So if you're controlling the pace and if it's your conversation, you're the one, all eyes are on you. Therefore you control and you run everything. So if you run something, I just don't think that you should be nervous and you should not know what not to do.